Your coverage of Missoula's sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into game number 7 of the 2019 Missoula Mavericks Memorial Day Tournament. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we get set for the Bozeman Bucks and the Great Falls Chargers. And the Chargers coming off their first loss of the tournament as they fell to a well-oiled machine called the Vauxhall Jets as they would take down Great Falls 8-0 in 5 innings. Let's take a look at our starting lineup, starting out with the Bozeman Bucks, who are the visiting team. Number 2, Keller Murfitt will be the center fielder to lead things off. Batting second is number 3, Ben Hubley, the third baseman. The shortstop, number 11, Sage McMinn, will bat third. Batting fourth is the pitcher, number 17, Finn Schneider. The catcher, Alton Geiselman, number 12, will bat fifth. Batting sixth is number 15, Karsten Simcox, the first baseman. Batting seventh is number 4, Wyatt Amende. He's the second baseman. The right fielder will bat eighth. That's number 7, Cole Simcox. And rounding out the order, number 5, Ethan Coleman, who will hang out in left field. Pitching for the Bucks, as we mentioned, is Finn Snyder. Now for Great Falls, number 22, Cal Cromwell, the shortstop, will lead things off. Batting second is number 12, Derek Spring, the second baseman. The designated hitter will bat third. That's number 1, Cale Richards. Andrew Paradise, number 33, will bat fourth. He's going to hang out in right field. The third baseman will bat fifth. That's number 20, Travis Stouter. The left fielder, Logan Houston, number 4, will bat sixth. Batting seventh is Braden Hurst. He's going to hang out in center field. Holding down first base and batting eighth is number 8, Cam McNamee. And rounding out the order, double zeros, Keaton Clark, the catcher. So that's your starting lineups. On the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound warming up is Josh Lowry. So we are ready to go for our 7th game. The Bozeman Bucks are 1-1 as the Bucks would take down the Coeur d'Alene Lumbermen yesterday in their first game, and then the Mavericks would get the win in a walk-off fashion in the nightcap last night. For the Chargers, they're 1-1. They would open the tournament against the Miners first thing yesterday morning and take down the Miners in 5 innings to earn the win. So Vauxhall, the only team with a 3-0 record. We have, as I dig up my sheet here, a host of teams that are 1-1, the Mavericks, the Bucks, and the Chargers. Butte is 0-2. Coeur d'Alene is 0-1. They will play 2 games later on this afternoon. Leading things off is Keller Murfitt. He is in the box. The first pitch by Josh Lowry on the way, and it's going to be hit to the first baseman. Step on the bag, and we've got one away. 1 pitch, 1 out here for the Chargers. First pitch is at 12:26, and we've got a game time temperature of 57 with a 10-mile-an-hour wind out of the north. Brings up the second baseman, Derek Spring, and Lowry's pitch will be over the plate for strike 1 to Spring. Oh, wrong side. As this one's going to be fouled off. It is actually Ben Hubley. I apologize. As Hubley is going to knock this one foul, and we go 0-2 on the count. Hubley, the third baseman, as we get one dropped in for ball 1. So 1-2 on the count. Sage McMinn is in the on-deck circle for Bozeman. Here's the pitch, and we get ball 2. So 2-2 on the count. Well, let's pull up some stats and get organized here. And this one's going to be slapped into left field in the glove, and that is out number 2. So 2 away very quickly here in the top of the first inning. As we go to Sage McMinn. Lowry now with the stretch. And a chopper to the second baseman. He'll hold and wait for the high bounce. Now the throw to first, and it's 1-2-3 for Bozeman to start the inning, start the game. We go to the bottom of the first right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park here in Missoula, Montana, as we have the Bozeman Bucks taking on the Great Falls Chargers in game number 7 of the 2019 Missoula Mavericks Memorial Day Tournament. And for the Chargers, Cal Cromwell, the shortstop, to lead off. Derek Spring, the second baseman, in the on-deck, and the designated hitter, Cal Richards, in the hole. It is Finn Snyder on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, warming up and working with the catcher, Alton Geiselman. I had my finger over his number, so it took me a moment to search for it. So Snyder. The Bucks coming off of a tough loss last night to the Missoula Mavericks, 8 innings, a walk-off fashion win for the Mavericks, 8-7 in conference game. It's Mavericks games of this portion of the tournament are conference games, so this one is not a conference game for the Bucks and the Chargers as Cromwell comes to the plate. Cromwell steps to the plate. And the first pitch to Cromwell will be a ball. Here is a banger out to the left field. It's going to roll, and Cromwell will load up on the bases for the first hit of the game. Takes us to Derek Spring, the second baseman, with 1 on and nobody out. Now, Spring would pitch against Butte on Saturday morning, so he was not at the plate on Saturday, but today, as he's going to be tagged in the ankle to put runners at first and second with 1 out. Or no outs, I apologize. Cale Richards, the designated hitter, will come to the plate. Richards to settle in. Pitch on the way. And a high pitch for ball one. Now Richards is the designated hitter for this game. And he would be the designated hitter against Butte yesterday as well. As he'll swing for strike one, evens the count out at 1. But for Richards, yesterday against Butte, he was 1 for 3 with a run and an RBI, as this one is going to go off the batter, or off the bat, on the check swing for strike 2. So 1 and 2 on the count. In the game against Vauxhall this morning, he would hold down first base and go 0 for 2. Reached off an error his second at bat as the throw to second is made, and wow, great job by the Bozeman second baseman, Wyatt Amende, to dive out and keep that ball from going into center field and allowing the runner to advance to third. So runners at first and second, a 1 and 2 count to Cale Richards. And another hit by pitch to load the bases up for the Chargers. Takes us to Andrew Paradise with loaded bases and no outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Paradise looks down the third base line as a conversation is had. A little bit of a breeze here at Allegiance Park, as I have to jump on my paperwork here to keep it from blowing away. So Paradise settles in, and here's the pitch for ball one. Our officials for the game, we've got Glenn Welsh behind the plate and Wayne Wade in the field. Here's the 1-0. And a check swing will go foul for strike one, even on the count at 1. Chargers with a hit on the board. They do have loaded bases. A single by Cromwell to start things off, and then back-to-back hit by pitches. And a foul ball will get us to strike 2. Snyder with the set. And this one's going to go for a ride into left field. Left fielder's got a backpedal, and it's in the glove. The runner at third will tag, and Great Falls will earn the first run of the game off the sac fly. Brings up the number 5 spot batter, number 20, Travis Stouter, the third baseman. Snyder with the stretch. And a pitch over the plate for strike 1. So runners at first and third as the play was made, at first as the play was made at second for this out number 2 after the sac fly. Runner's going to go, and a pitch to the helmet by Snyder. And Stouter grabs the back of his neck as that one came off the back part of the helmet. That brings out the pitching coach for Bozeman as Logan Houston comes to the plate. So that's 3 hit by pitches out of 5 batters for Snyder as we get a visit to the mound. Runners at first and second with 2 outs, 1 run earned, and a hit for Great Falls here in the bottom of the first. And the pitching coach heads back to the third base dugout, and we get back into play. 2 outs on the board, runners at first and second. Logan Houston awaiting his first pitch of the game. And this one is a high floater. The right fielder will come in on the slide, cannot put it in the glove. Runner from second around the corner at third, and the Chargers will get a run to make it 2-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Bringing in the runner. And that brings us to Braden Hurst, the center fielder, and Hurst with 2 outs has runners at first and third as Finn Snyder will drop in the pitch. Over the plate for a strike. So our next game, as I put my paperwork away, it comes up at 3:30. This one's going to be fouled off for a strike 2. 0-2 on the count. .230 game will be Coeur d'Alene versus Butte. And a shot right at Wayne Wade. It's going to roll into center field, and that will earn a run to put runners at first and second now for the Chargers. And the Chargers continue to roll through the inning, dropping us to the number 8 batter, number 8, Cam McNamee, the first baseman. Now McNamee we did not see in the game this morning against Vauxhall. As we get strike 1 from Snyder. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Here's Snyder with the pitch and a swing to get strike 2. Snyder has been able to get ahead in the count, getting batters to swing, either causing the foul or the foul tip or the throw to second. And this one is going to make it into center field. Runners will hold. And that should be scored as an error now against Bozeman. Here's the pitch. And outside for ball 1. And it looks as though they are not going to score that as an error on the big board, so we'll leave it off until it is updated. Here's the 1-2 and a swing for strike 3, and that's the side. Great Falls earns 3 while leaving 2 behind, and it's 3-0 Chargers on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Top of the second right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. As we come to the top of the second inning here at Allegiance Field, Ogren Park, with the Great Falls Chargers leading 3-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Josh Lowry in for his second inning of work here against the Bozeman Bucks. Bucks would go 1-2-3 in that opening inning. As we get ready to go for the Bucks, it's the 4, 5, 6 batters. Leading off the pitcher, Finn Schneider. Alton Geiselman on deck and Karsten Simcox in the hole.
The pitcher number 17, Finn Schneider.
So Snyder will settle in. And the pitch. Over the plate for strike one. For Lowry in that opening inning, it'd be 3 outs defensively. Or I should say 3 outs from the infield, as this one swung on and hit hard into the grass area down the third base line for strike 2 on the foul. And Snyder aggressive with the swing. Here's the 0-2, and a drop in the dirt will make it 1-2 on the count. For Snyder, as the moisture comes in, outside, and it's 2-2 on the call. And the fans ducking out of the rain as it starts to come down here at Allegiance Field. And Snyder is going to take this one for a ride into the gap. This one's got some leg, and it'll hit the bottom of the fence. Snyder around the corner at second, and he'll slam on the brakes there. And a big hit by Snyder for the first hit of the game for the Bucks. Takes us to the catcher, Alton Geiselman. And it's a brief little drizzle. So Snyder at second with no outs on the board. Geiselman waiting for the pitch, and Welty will step off the rubber. He wants his catcher to come out, so we'll have a short visit between the catcher and the pitcher. So a 3:30 game coming up against Great Falls and Bozeman. Coeur d'Alene and Butte. Right now it's Great Falls and Bozeman. Coeur d'Alene and Butte at 3:30. Geiselman settles back in. And we'll have strike one. For Geiselman against the Mavericks, against Coeur d'Alene, he would go 1 for 5, a double with an RBI, and he was walked his second at bat. Here's a swing for strike 2, 0-2, and then he would be struck out his third at bat. Against Missoula, Snyder would go 1 or 2 for 4 with a single, a double, 2 runs, and an RBI as we get ball 1. Snyder, a very effective batter. We've seen him against the Mavericks several times, and he has been effective. if you will, a thorn in the Missoula side. This one's going to roll out. The shortstop picks it up in the dirt. The throw to first is rocketed over, and that is 2 down. Runner at second. Snyder advances to third.
First baseman number 15, Karsten Simcox.
And that's 1 out on the board. Takes us to Karsten Simcox, the first baseman now, with a runner at third and 1 out. Bozeman looking to swing in here, and Bozeman was one team looking at things this year that they were going to be a contender as a swing for strike 1. Josh Lowry now gets the pitch in and the stretch. And this one's going to be a foul ball for strike 2. 0-2 on the count. And a bunch of fans ducked underneath the tented area down the first base line here at Allegiance Field. Some changes for the Osprey this year. It's going to be fun to come out and see what they have going on, as this one's going to be punched straight up in the air and the catcher won't be able to get to it, as it's going to come down behind us, and we stay at 0-2. Against Coeur d'Alene yesterday, Karsten 1 for 4. He did have 2 walks and 2 runs to go with his single. And here's a high hit into left field. It's secured in the glove. Runner at third will tag, and the Bucks will get on the board for the first time today. 2 outs now.
Second baseman number 4.
As Wyatt Amende comes to the plate. For Bozeman. Here's the pitch and a swing. It does have contact, and we'll have strike 1. Here's the pitch. And we get a ball to go even at 1 on the count. Amende, he would play against, as this one's dribbled foul down the third base line for strike 2. He would get in against the Mavericks last night. He would bat in the number 9 spot, and would go 1 for 4, a single with an RBI and a couple of sac bunts to move players around, as we get a foul ball to go 1-2. So Amende batting in the 7 spot. He played second base last night, and he's at second again today. Here's the pitch. And this one is going to roll foul. And we will continue to watch the battle. 2 outs, nobody on for the Bucks. They did have Snyder score after his blast into the gap for the double. Here's the 1-2. And that will bring us to ball 3. Or 2-2, I should say. Got excited. 2-2 on the count with 2 outs. Nobody on. Cole Simcox in the on deck as we now get the full count at 3-2. Lowry will deal. And a walk to load on a runner off the full count. Takes us to number 14.
Right fielder number 14, Cole Simcox.
I wrote down the wrong number for Cole Simcox. I got him as number 14. So the lineup card not correct on the number for the jersey, as I was just informed by the PA that the number was not correct. Here's the first pitch, and it's going to be hit foul, and that one looked like it was going to have a chance there, but we'll have strike one for Simcox. He'll settle back in facing the 0-1. Runner at first steps away, and Lowry will deal. Over the plate for strike two. Here's the 0-2. And a reach that will bounce into center field to put runners at first and second for the Bucks as they try to swing their way back in, down 3-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. As we go to the bottom of the order here in the first inning. Top of the second. Okay, didn't look at my sheet. Ethan Coleman, the left fielder. Here's the pitch by Lowry, and it will be a balk. Moving the runners to second and third. The pitch, and we go high for ball two. 2-2 on the count. And the pitch for ball three. 3-0 on the count to Coleman with the top of the order in the on-deck circle with 2 outs. Lowry with the stretch and the set. And we get, I guess I was off on my count. It's now 3-0. Here's the pitch. And a strike pitch to make it 3-1 on the count now. Glenn Welsh, our plate umpire, calling balls and strikes. Here's the pitch. And in the dirt will walk the batter to load the bases with 2 outs. Swings us to the top of the order as we're going to get a visit from the Great Falls coach. Before you head out of Missoula, folks, we want you to stop in and see our friends over at Fast Trip Conoco, your one-stop shop convenience store. They've got the most convenient gas pumps, the best selection of cold drinks, and you should check out their new hot case they've got over there as well. Want to make your car look good either before you leave or when you come back? Stop in to Magic Touch Car Wash, which is conveniently located right in the parking lot of Fast Trip Conoco. Fast Trip Conoco right across from Larchmont Golf Course on Reserve. Fast Trip Conoco, a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. So we get ready for Keller Murfitt with loaded bases and 2 outs after the visit. Lowry with the stretch, and he'll slide it over the plate for strike 1. Sometimes those visits, I would love to have a microphone on the coach just to hear what the conversation is. You hear it in Little League every once in a while, where they're talking to the young guys, encouraging, as we get a foul tip for strike 2, 0-2. Murfitt would ground out to the first baseman. It was a roller down the first base line for out number 1 in the first inning. Pitch on the way, and a foul ball will keep us at 0-2. Murphy against Coeur d'Alene, as I mentioned earlier, was 0 for 5. Did reach off an error his last at-bat that earned him a run, and he was hit by a pitch his 4th at-bat. But against Missoula, he would go 0 for 5 with a walk, a strikeout. Did have a sac bunt that earned an RBI, though, that earned a run. And he'll shoot this one down the third base line. It's going to be off the fence, foul. And we stay at 0-2. That one had a chance to get out of the park, but it was 4 feet inside or outside the yellow bar. So we come back at 0-2. For Great Falls, it's the bottom of the order, 9-1-2. In the bottom of the second as a strikeout. And Murphy will lose the bat on the swing. So 1 run earned after 2 were left behind, and it's 3-1 Great Falls on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Chargers will get to bat after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by 5 Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, 5 Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. 5 Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park in Missoula, Montana. 2019 Maverick Memorial Day Tournament. Game 7, Bozeman Bucks, Great Falls Chargers, and the Chargers lead 3-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Bottom of the order to start things off for Great Falls and Keaton Clark. Here's the first pitch by Finn Schneider, and he'll drop it in for ball 1. So 9-1-2 on the order for the Chargers. Here's a swing for strike 1. So 1-1 on the count to Keaton Clark. And we have not seen Keaton Clark as of yet, as this one's going to be fouled off to go to strike 2. Double check. Nope, we have not seen Clark as we get the 1-2 from Schneider. This one will be golfed and bounced to the shortstop. Double clutch, throw to first, and 1 away here in the bottom of the first. Brings us to the top of the order to Cal Cromwell. So Cromwell settles back in after a single, his first at-bat to start the game. Schneider with ball 1 to Cromwell. Cromwell against Butte, 2 for 4 with a run and an RBI, a pair of singles, as we get ball 2 from Schneider. Bozeman playing without the DH. So if there is a change, we'll see it internally or we'll see a batting swap as we get ball 3. Here's the pitch by Schneider. And a walk with 1 out. First walk of the game for Schneider. As we come to Derek Spring, the second baseman. 1 on, 1 out. Bottom of 2. The Chargers lead 3-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's Snyder with the delivery, and this one's going to be hit shallow into right field. Right fielder with the diving catch, and that will be out number 2.
Number 1, Cale Richards.
So we come to Cale Richards. Two outs and a runner at first, and Cromwell off the walk, and they will throw to first to hold Cromwell. Here's the pitch, and a foul shot backwards will get us to strike 1. Snyder now steps up on the rubber, puts his right foot up there, and checks the runner at first. The stretch. And we get ball 1. So 1-1 on the count. Bottom of the second. 2 outs on the board and runner at first. Andrew Paradise in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Runner's going to go as this one's foul backwards, and we get strike 2. So Great Falls sending Cromwell on the pitch, but a foul tip will set us at 1-2. The stretch and the set, and a swing to strike out the batter to end the side. So Great Falls will leave 1 behind, and the Chargers hold them off to leave it 3-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
2019 Dale Dahlgren Mavericks Memorial Day Tournament.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Top of the 3rd inning. Great Falls leading Bozeman 3-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Game 7 of the 2019 Maverick Memorial Day Tournament. And it's Josh Lowry on the 5 Valley Auto Pitchers mound warming up. For Bozeman, we'll have the 2, 3, 4 batters. The Bucks getting a run in that 2nd inning. And they're looking to see if they can add to their cause here in the 3rd. It's Hubley, McMinn, and Schneider, 2, 3, 4 batters scheduled on the inning. Next game coming up at 3:30, Coeur d'Alene versus Butte, and then the 6 o'clock game, the nightcap, is the Mavericks and Coeur d'Alene. So Great Falls having the doubleheader this morning and Coeur d'Alene doing the doubleheader this afternoon. Hubley settles in, and Lowry with the first pitch of the inning. And he'll go up top for ball one. For Hubley, he had a fly ball into left field. And his first at bat as we go back upstairs for ball two. Hubley against Coeur d'Alene, 3 for 5, 3 singles, 2 runs, and 2 RBIs, as this one's going to be foul off the bat to go 2-1 on the count. That would be against Coeur d'Alene, and then Hubley against Missoula last night. 0 for 4 with 2 walks and a run. As we get an even count at 2. Here's the pitch. And the full count at 3-2 now. Here's the pitch. And a walk to put a runner at first to start things off for the Bucks. And that's the third walk of the game for Lowry. Takes us to Sage McMinn, the shortstop. Throw to first. Trying to hold that batter over there. Here's the pitch. And over the plate for strike one. Mavericks have the 6 o'clock game tonight against Coeur d'Alene. Tomorrow's games, I should say, as we get the pitch for ball one to even us out on the count. Tomorrow we'll be back here at 10 o'clock, Butte versus Bozeman. And then 12:30 will be Coeur d'Alene and Vauxhall. Mavericks and Great Falls will play at 3:30. And then the championship game at 6, as this one's going to be punched straight up in the air over second base. Shortstop calling it, and he'll have it in the glove for out number 1.
Number 17, Finn Snyder.
Brings us to Finn Schneider, the pitcher, for the second time today. Bozeman trying to swing in as they're down 3-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Josh Lowry, though, and the Great Falls Chargers have a say against that. Here's the pitch by Lowry. And he'll be low and outside for ball 1. Chargers earning 3 runs in the bottom of the first. The Bucks would come back in the top of the second and earn a run to make it 3-1. And the throw down the line to first, but the player will be back in time, and we get ball 2, 2-0. No movement in either bullpen. As the throw to first is taken once again. So both managers letting their pitchers roll through here. Here's the pitch. And this one's going to be fair as it rolls down the third base line. And runners at second and third for Bozeman now. Off the shot by Schneider, that would be a double for him, as Alton Geiselman will come to the plate. And the Chargers manager coming out of the well to have his opinion to Glenn Welsh about the call. Some of the fans thought that was going to be a foul ball. So Glenn Welsh raising his voice. And there we've got the Chargers manager has been ejected from the game. He's going to come out and voice his opinion with Glenn Welsh our plate umpire, Wayne Wade's going to come in as well and join in on this, and they're discussing down the third base line on how that went, and Glenn Welsh says, "You're out of here, just go." So Welsh continuing to give his case, and we're now toe-to-toe. And the discussion broken up, and it looks like the Chargers manager will be gone. Questionable call for sure, and I can see the case that we would have here. But we get back into the action with Alton Geiselman. Runners at second and third, and the pitch by Lowry. Geiselman will have this over the shortstop's head into right field. That's going to bring the runner down the line from third. And Bozeman will earn the run off the single into left field to make it 3-2 for Karsten Simcox. With Hubley scoring. So that puts runners on the corners for Bozeman with one out now as we come to Karsten Simcox. Throw to first. And this one's foul for strike one. One away with runners on the corners for Bozeman. One run earned here in the third to make it 3-2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Glenn Welsh, he'll fire back, and you saw that tonight. As we get a high pitch for ball one to go 1-1 on the count. Going to stand his ground as an umpire and go with the call that he's made. Glenn is usually one that, once he's made his decision with the throw to first, he will stand by it. There's only been a very few times, whether it's football, basketball, or baseball, that I've seen Glenn change his mind on a call. You've got to be pretty persuasive. Runner's going to go as this one's going to be hit high down the first base line. It is fair, and the catch as the runner at third will have the tag and a score to tie it up at 3 on the sac fly into right field. Takes us to Wyatt Jimenez with a runner at first now and 2 outs. The pitch and a roller to the third baseman. He's going to take it off the chest. Shortstop will pick it up, and the throw to first is high into the dugout. And this will advance the runners to second and third. It actually went into the camera well down the first base line. And we'll have runners at second and third off of the error. So we come to Cole Simcox. They're going to put 1 error on the board, but I was told 2. As we get a swing by Simcox for strike 1. And time is called as we might have an issue with the lineup. And this is where Simcox had number 7 written in, and now he's got the number 14 jersey on. And with the Great Falls manager getting the boot, I think Great Falls is going to play this tight by the book. So Welsh will take a look here, because in the lineup card, Simcox was number 7, but he's wearing the 14 jersey, and we made the switch when he was at bat in the bottom of, in the second inning. As we continue to get the discussion down at the plate, and I don't think the Great Falls Charger coach got what he wanted out of that discussion, as Simcox will now bat. So a tie game at 3. As the pitch by Lowry will be brought in to even us out at 1 on the ball. For Simcox, he singled his first at bat. And a swing for strike 2. It sounded like it got a little bit of contact on the end of the bat on the swing. 2 away. Runners at second and third. 1 and 2 on the count. Lowry with the pitch. And he'll have that in the dirt to make it even at 2. Good job by Keaton Clark to keep the ball in front of him as the runner at third was making a move. That is Alton Geiselman. And the pitch, this one will get away. They're going to say pass ball, and the throw to first will not be in time. And a run earned off of it. Scoring Geiselman. Bottom of the order now for the Bucks as Ethan Coleman comes to the plate with runners on the corners. And I did not get the run on the board. So 4-3 Bozeman with 3 runs so far here in the top of the third inning. And I would expect these games between Bozeman and Great Falls and Missoula and Butte all be fairly close games. Runner's going to go as we get the swing. The throw to second is made, and they've got him stuck. The throw home, and the tag, he missed. No, they're going to punch him out. And that will end the side. So runners left behind, but there are runs scored, and it's 4-3 Bozeman. Bottom of the third, right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to MPSN, bottom of the third inning. The Bucks taking the lead in the top of the third, 4-3 off of 3 runs And for the Chargers, it's Andrew Paradise to lead things off. 4, 5, 6 batters scheduled on the inning. Chargers manager has been ejected after a controversial call on a hit that was called fair, but it looked as though it could have been foul. First pitch by Schneider will be a strike, and this one will be batted down the third base line into the grassy area to go 0-2. For Paradise, he had a sac fly into left field that earned a run. He's going to punch this one, a line drive into the glove of the shortstop. The throw will be made to first just to secure it, but a line drive will be out number 1. Takes us to Travis Stouter, the third baseman, with 1 out and nobody on. Schneider with the stretch and the set, and a foul ball into the netting for strike 1. Stouter would be one of 3 batters hit by a pitch in the first inning. He would be the third and final batter hit by a pitch, as this one's placed outside to go even at 1 on the count. Stouter against Butte, 1 for 3 with a run and a hit by pitch, as this one's fouled off to get us to strike 2, 1-2. Four runs off of 4 hits for the Bucks as we get ball 2. 3 runs off of 3 hits for Great Falls, but it is the errors on the board. Now, in the outfield, they are saying 1 error, but the official scorer had informed me it is 2. And this one's going to be bounced out to center field, and with 1 out, Great Falls will have a runner at first. We go to Logan Houston, the left fielder. Houston with a single, his first at bat. And it's over the plate for strike 1 from Schneider. Houston in the game against Vauxhall, 0 for 2. A couple of ground balls. And against Butte, he would go 1 for 3, a double and a hit by pitch, an RBI and a run, as we get ball 1 to even the count out at 1. Throw to first. It is Braden Hurst in the on-deck circle. And they're going to call a balk, which will send the runner to second, and now the Bozeman manager is out of the dugout. And Welsh explaining the thought on it, and like I said in the previous inning, it's very hard for you to persuade Welsh otherwise, and Wayne Wade is out in the field talking to the shortstop about it. And Welsh just sets back in behind the plate. Discussion is over. As Schultz will go back to the dugout for Bozeman. Runner at second now with 1 out, and Schneider will deliver ball 2. 4-3 Bucks here in the third, as this one's into center field. Center fielder jumps around, puts it in the glove, and that will be out number 2.
Number 7
The center fielder, Braden Hurst, now at the plate for the Chargers with 2 outs and a runner at second. Bottom of the third. It'll be the top of the order in the top of the fourth for Bozeman. Here's the pitch by Snyder, and it's going to be high for ball 1. And we've got a couple of Butte Minor players in the building. Pitch on the way. Ball 2. So Glenn Welsh has been the center of discussion here on a couple of plays. And talking to Glenn, he never wants to be part of that center discussion. You never, any umpire or any official, as we get ball 3, ever wants to be part of any type of controversial or possibly game-changing call. Not that either one of the calls that he made is going to be a game changer. Here's the 3-0, and that's a walk to put runners at first and second now for the Chargers with 2 outs. And that is the 3rd walk of the game for Schneider. Cam McNamee now at the plate for the Chargers. The left-hander sets, and now the pitch by Schneider. He'll slide it over the plate for strike 1. So in the tournament, all games are 7 innings. There is an 8-run rule in the 5th, which we've seen for most of the games. Last night's game between Missoula and Bozeman, as we get a swing for strike 2, would be the closest game up until this one. The only game that would extend past 5 innings. And I imagine this one is going to do the same unless one of these teams breaks the floodgates open. Here's the 0-2. And laying off for ball 1. 1-2. For McNamee, he was struck out to end the first inning. The 1-2. And a swing to end the side. So Great Falls will put a couple of runners on, but they get left behind, and that leaves it 4-3. Top of the 4th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we get set for the top of the 4th inning. The Bozeman Bucks leading Great Falls Chargers 4-3 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. It's been a tight game through. The Chargers would get on the board in the bottom of the 1st with 3 runs. Bozeman would come back with a run in the 2nd and then 3 runs in the 3rd to make it 4-3. For the Bucks, it's the top of their order, 1, 2, 3, Murfitt, Hubley, and McMinn to start things off. Josh Lowry for his 4th inning of duty on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound. So Ethan Coleman. It would be the end of the side for Coleman on the stolen base at home. And Coleman will take this one down the first base line for strike one. So Coleman was not the out, even though the side ended with his at-bat. And we've got a young man up in Great Falls' bullpen warming up. We'll wait and see for a number. Here's the pitch and a swing. It does have contact. Regardless, it will be strike two. The third base line dugout, the pitcher pitches away from the press box. The first base dugout, or bullpen, I should say, not dugout, as this one is foul down the third base line as we stay 0-2. But the bullpen down the first base line, the pitcher throws towards the press box, so it's kind of hard to get a look on the number. 0-2 on the count for Coleman, who was walked his first at bat. This one's got a high bounce out to the shortstop. Throw to first is rocketed over, but not in time, and the runner will reach a hair ahead of the ball.
Number 2, Keller Murphy.
So we swing to the top of the order now with Keller Murphy, runner at first and no outs, and Lowry will deliver. Runner's going to go, a swing, and he'll have to head back as we get strike one. It did have contact. Regardless, we go 0-1, and Coleman will have to head back to first. Lowry with the stretch and the set. And Lowry steps off the rubber. Everybody will reset. And now the pitch. Runner's going to go this time. The throw will be made to second and a slide. Wayne Wade says safe at second. The pitch tossed in was a ball to even the count out. And I've got the error on the wrong side. I apologize, fans. Here's the pitch, and we get ball two. 2-1 on the count. Murphy today 0 for 2, struck out his last at bat, a grounder to the first baseman, his first at bat. Lowry now. And the bunt is laid down. It'll be fair. Picked up by the pitcher. The throw to first is not in time. And we'll have runners on the corners with no outs. And we want to, Great Falls wants reasoning on the call. So Wayne Wade will come in as well as Glenn Welsh. And the coach from Great Falls heading out to talk to Wayne Wade, who had the call in the field. That was pretty bang bang and tight. So the call will stand. So Murphy with the reach to put runners on the corners for Ben Hubley with no outs. And the Bozeman Bucks looking to go to work once again here in the fourth inning. And the throw to first to have the runner dive back in. And it looks like a number 25. We'll check and see if that can even be a number for Brennan Clements is what we have there. As we get a pitch for ball. So if my poor eyesight is true, it's Brennan Clements warming up in the Chargers bullpen. Here's a swing for a foul ball to even the count out at 1. One and one on the count. Runners at first and third. And this one's going to be a high bouncer. The second baseman will bobble. The throw to first is made, and that one is in time as Wayne Wade will punch out the runner, but we will have a run scored. As Sage McMinn comes up to the plate. So 1 away with 1 run earned, and the wild pitch will get the runner to third now. And we go 1-0 to McMinn. McMinn is 0 for 2. Ground ball to the second baseman and a pop fly to the shortstop in his first at bats. Pitch on the way, and it's in the dirt for ball 2. 2-0 on the count. Runner at third with 1 out. For McMinn, he would not go against Coeur d'Alene, but he did get a chance against Missoula, going 0 for 4 as this one's going to be dribbled to the second baseman. The throw to first is made, and that is 2 away. The runner from third will score, and it's now 6-3 Bozeman.
Number 17, Finn Snyder.
So Finn Snyder now with the bases cleared and 2 outs. And Clark trying to frame that one in, but Welsh says ball 1. So Finn Snyder, 2 for 2. The only batter for Bozeman that is 2 for 2 in this game. As we get ball 2. Single and a double with 2 runs as the first strike pitch is thrown. And it looks like Brennan Clements is done in the bullpen for Great Falls as we get a swing for strike 2. So Lowry back into the count at 2-2 with 2 outs and no one on. Swing, high, floater into the gap down left field, and it's in the glove for the side. So 2 runs earned, nobody left behind. And we go to the bottom of the 4th, 6-3 Bozeman. Back after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the 4th inning between Great Falls and Bozeman. The Bucks leading 6-3 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And leading things off for the Chargers. Bottom of the order, Keaton Clark, the catcher. Here's Finn Snyder with the first pitch of the inning, and he will drop it in for ball one. And now we do have somebody throwing in the bullpen just to warm up for Bozeman. So both teams' bullpens, as this one's rocketed over the head of the second baseman, and Clark will load up for the first time today. Swinging us to the top of the order to Cal Cromwell with one on and nobody out. Snyder now with the stretch. And here's Cromwell with a foul shot going into the general seating area down the first base line. Strike one. For Cromwell, he's 1 for 2, a single and a walk with 1 run earned. Here with the set on the rubber is Snyder, and now the stretch. Outside, and we get even on the count at 1. And it looks like Samuel Schmidt warming up for the Bucks in the bullpen. This one's going to be into center field on the bounce to put runners at first and second for the Chargers with no outs.
Number 12, Derek Spring.
Takes us to the second baseman, Derek Spring. Samuel Schmidt, as I mentioned, warming up for the Bucks. We saw Brennan Clements warming up for Great Falls, so we could possibly have some changes here in the 5th inning, as this one's rocketed foul for strike 1 by Spring. Spring is 0 for 2, hit by a pitch his first at bat. He'd be the first of 3 to be hit by pitches in the first inning. Here's the 0-1 by Snyder, and this one will have eyes as it rolls past the third baseman, and left field will pick it up. That loads the bases up with no outs on the board for Great Falls. And the third baseman will come and drop the ball into Snyder's glove. That's Ben Hubley, as Cale Richards is to the plate. No visit yet. With loaded bases and no outs, they're going to go ahead, and Bozeman is going to go ahead and let Snyder ride here. Pitch on the way. And that will be ball 1. Snyder with the pitch. And a bouncer. Shortstop will have it in the glove. The throw to second is made, and down the line to first, not in time. Just ahead of the ball is Richards. And the run will be earned from third, and the Chargers will have 1 out with the out at second. Snyder now with the stretch to Andrew Paradise, and Paradise will hop this one into right field. Over the right fielder's head, it's going to roll to the wall. They are going to go ahead and bring 1 runner home, waving around the second runner around third as the throw is made, and Paradise with a stand-up double that earned 2 runs, or stand-up triple. That earned 2 runs And we've got a tie game at 6. With Paradise at third and 1 out. Brings us to Travis Stouter. And Paradise yesterday, he would go for a pair of doubles, a triple, 2 RBIs, and a run against Butte. First pitch to Stouter will be a strike. Snyder with the pitch, and it's over the plate for strike 2. 0-2. 1 out on the board. Great Falls swinging into it here to tie it up at 6 apiece on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And we get a ball. One and 2 on the count. Schneider with the stretch. And the pitch. Foul ball that's going to hop right over the netting and land 6 rows up to the right of us. We stay at 1-2. Schneider. And in the dirt to get us even at 2. And the infield expecting a bunt here as the shortstop and the second baseman are on the fringe on the infield. First and third are in tight as well. Here's the pitch. And a foul shot to keep us at 2-2. 6 runs earned off of 8 hits for the Chargers. 6-6 for the Bucks. Here's the 2-2 by Schneider. And this one's into left field. Left fielder tracks it down. It's in the glove, and that's 2 away. With the runner holding at third. Logan Houston now. With 2 outs and a runner at third. And this will be the second game of the weekend that will go past 5 innings as the first pitch comes in high for a ball. Last night's Bozeman versus Missoula game going 8 innings with a walk-off win for the Mavericks, with a strike pitch now thrown by Snyder. Braden Hurst in the on-deck circle. Here's the 1-1. And Welsh will raise the fist for strike 2. The pitch. And we go back outside for ball 2 to even it up. 2 outs and a runner at third. For Bozeman in the top of the 5th inning. It's the 5, 6, 7 batters. As this one's going to be hit off the grips into the bullpen, and actually the young man standing guard out there will have that one in the glove. It doesn't count though, because he is not in play. But we stay at 2-2. Houston battling. He's 1 for 2. Singled his first at bat that drove in a run, and this one's going to be into right field. Right fielder gathers it in, and that is the side. 3 runs earned, 1 left behind, and it's tied at 6. Top of the 5th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at mpsn406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Top of the 5th inning, and we've got a change on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound. Now standing there is Brennan Clements. So for Josh Lowry, it would be 4 innings, 1 strikeout, 3 walks, 6 runs off of 6 hits, and a total of 76 pitches. He will face Alton Geiselman to lead things off. So 5, 6, 7 for Bozeman, Geiselman, Karsten Simcox, and Amende. And the 4th inning being a big inning for the Chargers, as they would tie it up at 6 runs apiece. As Geiselman comes to the plate, and the Bucks warming up Samuel Schmidt in their bullpen down the third base line. So possible change there. We've had lots of drama here as the Great Falls manager was ejected, as this one is into left field and in the glove. 1 pitch, 1 out here in So Geiselman with the fly ball into left field will bring us to Karsten Simcox, the first baseman. And Simcox 0 for 2, but he's got a pair of sac flies that have earned runs. So he's got 2 sac flies with 2 RBIs. As we go to strike 1. Here's the delivery, and a check swing will be ball 1, even count. Ed, I've got a schedule right here.
Well, I got one too.
Oh, you got one too? Okay.
Well, I got one. I just want to make sure it's right.
Okay. It should be right.
Because, okay, yeah,
And this one's going to be hit into the gap, into left field, and diving for it is a center fielder, but can't get to it. That'll bring the runner around to second, and center fielder not able to grab a hold of it. And Bozeman, with 1 out, will have a runner at second. So Simcox delivers a double, bringing us to Wyatt Amende. 1 out and 1 on. Brennan Clements with the stretch and the set. And it's in the dirt for ball 1. For Amende, he is 0 for 2, walked his first at bat, reached off an error, his second. And the pitch, and this one will be foul back up over our heads to get us even at 1.
it's the same zone up. Yesterday we didn't have that, but every game I worked yesterday was mercy rule, so we had to take out of time. But I just wanted to make sure my schedule, it wasn't saying we started at 3:30 and we're on.
Here's the pitch, and a swing to foul it down the third base line. Gets us to strike 2, so 1 and 2 on the count. It'll be Butte and Coeur d'Alene at the 3:30 game, and some of the Butte players have started to make their way into the building here.
The only reason I can do it is I'm counting the 3 and
Here's the pitch. And a foul ball keeps us at 1-2. Top of the 5th in a 7-inning game. Now the ruling goes 7 innings during the tournament, 8-run rule in 5, and no new inning will begin after 2 1/4 hours unless there is a tie. And we stay at 1-2. Clements with the stretch and the pitch. And this one's punched straight up in the air. Clark's going to try to get to it, and he will not be able to. He'll bobble it on the fence and hold on to it. What a play by the catcher up against the netting, and that is 2 away now. Great job by Keaton Clark along the netting, along the backstop here. Played it off the net a couple of times and finally palmed it to hold on to it. And we go to Cole Simcox now. And Simcox will dribble this one out to the shortstop. The throw to first is made, and that will end the side. Bucks will load one up off of a special little double, but he's left behind, and we stay tied at 6. Bottom of the 5th, right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn and Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn and Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We do have a change defensively as Samuel Schmidt enters the game for Cole Simcox in right field. So with no DH, Bozeman putting in the pitcher in right field. We'll start the inning off with Braden Hurst, bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 on the schedule for the Chargers. Here's Snyder with the first pitch of the inning, and he's going to tag this one across the helmet. And the hit by pitch will load a runner on for Great Falls. And that's the 4th of the game for Snyder. We come to Cam McNamee now with a runner at first and nobody out. No outs. Here's the pitch. Bunt laid down the third base line, picked up by the third baseman. The throw to first is made, and the sac bunt. Whoa! And a tag at second for the double play as Hurst came too far around the corner. And that clears the bases away. So 2 down in the blink of an eye for Great Falls as we come to the bottom of the order. Keaton Clark. Schneider with the stretch and the set. And over the plate for strike 1. Here's the pitch. And the outside for ball one. 1-1 on the count. Clark had that great play in the top of the fifth inning on the foul punch up in the air, as he'll bat this one back into the backstop for strike two. Clark, though, from the plate is 1 for 2 on the game. Singled his last at bat. Came home for a run. His first would be a grounder to the shortstop. Here's the 1-2 by Schneider, and a swing, and that is the side. The Bucks will turn a quick double play, and we go to the top of the sixth, tied at 6. Back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.fivevalleyAutosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the top of the sixth inning, tied at 6 between the Bozeman Bucks and the Great Falls Chargers. Hello, everyone. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park. Game 7 of the 2019 Mavericks Memorial Day Tournament. And for his second inning of duty, it's Brennan Clements on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound. Clements warming up for Bozeman. Bottom of the order, Ethan Coleman. 9-1-2 on the schedule as Coleman comes to the plate. Clements with the stretch and the first pitch of the inning. And this one's punched up in the air. Clark's going to try to get to it, but this one is going to land 3 rows up in the seating area for strike one. For Coleman, 1 for 3. Singled his his last at bat and a walk. Here's the pitch. And a swing will get a strike 2. For Coleman, he would play in the game against Missoula last night. 1 for 4, the single, a run, and RBI, and was walked his first at bat. As we get ball 1 now. Keller Murfitt in the on-deck circle for Bozeman. Great Falls coming back with 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th to tie it at 6. Bozeman would like to stretch it out here. And we get an even count at 2. Both teams sitting at 1-1 on the tournament. They would love to pick up a second win to improve their status. Here's the pitch. And a check swing is going to bounce out to the pitcher. Throw to first, and that is 1 as Coleman dives at first, and that's 1 away. Takes us to the top of the order to Keller Murfitt with 1 out and nobody on. Tie game at 6. Bucks with 7 hits and no errors. As this one is punched hard up in the air over second. The center fielder will come in shallow, put it in the glove, and that's 2 away. Moves us to the number 2 batter, Ben Hubley, the third baseman. 2 away here in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch by Clements. And he'll be outside on the left-handed batter for ball 1. 1-0 on the count. And a pitch dropped in to go to ball 2. Great Falls manager ejected early in the game off of a controversial call. Here's the pitch, and that will get a strike 1 as Murfitt will hold off. Two outs, nobody on, and we get ball 3, 3-1 on the count. Next game coming up at 3:30 between Coeur d'Alene and Butte, and then a 6 o'clock game against Missoula and Coeur d'Alene. The Lumbermen, we like playing against those guys. They're a fun bunch as this one's cranked into left field in the glove, and it's 1, 2, 3 for the Bucks. Bottom of the 6th coming up right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn and Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn and Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN. Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We do have a change on the 5 Valley Auto pitchers mound for Bozeman as Samuel Schmidt will come in. So it'll be 5 innings pitched for Finn Schneider, who is now in left field. And I'll work with stats here to get you updated as we work through the inning. So for Finn Schneider, 5 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 hit by pitches, 6 runs off of 8 hits, and a total of 99 pitches. Samuel Schmidt, the new man on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, he will face the top of the order, Cal Cromwell. Here's the pitch by Schmidt, and he'll come tight inside for ball 1. And we get ball 2 now. 2-0 on the count. For Cromwell, 2 for 3. Pair of singles, a walk, and 2 runs. And that one finds the plate to go 2-1 on the count. Tied at 6 here in the 6th on a 7-inning game. Great Falls would love to put a run on here and hold off Bozeman, as this one will bounce out to the shortstop. Picked up, throw to first is on target, and that's one away. 4 pitches, 1 out. We go to Derek Spring now with 1 away and nobody on. Here's the pitch, and over the plate for strike 1. So Schneider done hanging out in left field as Samuel Schmidt will come in. And a rip to the shortstop. He can't put a glove on it as he dives for it. And that will load a runner up for the Chargers with 1 out. Brings us to Cale Richards. Great Falls looking to break things open here and nullify the tie. Taking a few moments to check on McMinn, who had the dive. And we get wind. And to third, the throw to second, the tag, throw to first, and that is the double play turned. Bozeman, back-to-back double play innings, and we go to the top of the 7th, tied at 6. Right back after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to MPSN. Top of the 7th inning, tie game between Great Falls and Bozeman. Both teams sitting at 1-1, looking to improve their record. Everybody chasing Vauxhall, who are 3-0 impressively on the weekend. Brennan Clements on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, and he will face Sage McMinn. So 3-4-5 on the schedule here in the 7th inning, and McMinn with that dive at the shortstop position, still kind of rubbing on that elbow where he went in the dirt. And action in the Bozeman bullpen as we get a swing for strike 1, and the young man warming up is standing in the middle of the pole, so I can't. 13. There, we got a number as he moved just enough. It's either 13 or 23. We'll see here in a moment. It is 13. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swung on for strike 2. Parker McMahon. Here's the 0-2 by Clements. Rolls over the pitcher's mound. Shortstop on the run. The throw to first, and that's 1 away to start the 7th. Finn Schneider now for the Bucks. Clements leans in. And the pitch. Ball one. For Schneider, he is 2 for 3, a single, a double, and 2 runs. He had a fly ball into the left field gap his last at bat. That would finish out the 5th inning. This one is going to be high into that same gap, short though, and in the glove, and that's 2 away at the top of the 7th. Alton Geiselman, the catcher, now coming to the plate for Bozeman. Tie game at 6 in the top of the 7th. Now all tournament games are scheduled for 7 innings. No new inning will begin after 2 1/4 hours unless there is a tie. And we are about 1 hour and 45 minutes away from the 2-hour mark, or 1 hour and 45 minutes into the game, to say it correctly. Here's the 1-0, and a foul ball will get us even at 1 into the backstop. For Geiselman, he is 1 for 3 with a run and an RBI. He would ground out to the shortstop his first at bat, singled his second, and a fly ball into left field his last. Here is the 1-1, and Clark's got to guard that one in front of him for ball 2. Clark has been impressive behind the plate today, has had some good plays, and the effort has been top notch. The stretch now by Clements, and we'll get ball 3. 3-1 with 2 outs. And Bozeman would go to extra innings against Missoula last night, as the Mavericks would get the win in walk-off fashion in the 8th inning with strike 2 to give us a full count at 3-2. And a short-lived appearance in the bullpen, as this one is foul down the third base line, and Welsh is going to call that one foul. There was a play earlier that he called fair that would end up getting the Great Falls manager ejected from the game as he disputed the call, and Welsh, he's not the type that will let you chirp at him after he's made his decision. Here's the payoff pitch, and a walk to put Geiselman on with 2 outs. Brings us to Karsten Simcox with 2 outs and a runner at first. And a shift in the outfield to put the left fielder. Now they're going to shift him back closer to the third base line. And pitch tossed in is a ball. 2 more games left, 3:30 between Coeur d'Alene and Butte, and a 6 o'clock game between Missoula and Coeur d'Alene. Butte 0-2, Coeur d'Alene 0-1. Butte falling to Great Falls and Vauxhall yesterday, as time is called when the pitch is released. Coeur d'Alene would fall to Bozeman yesterday afternoon in the 3rd game. So now we get the 1-0 from Clements. And a throw down the first base line, but the runner dives back in, and we'll have ball 2. So 2-0. For Karsten Simcox, 1 for 3, doubled his last at bat, but has a pair of sac flies that has given him a pair of RBIs on the day. And that one's tight inside as he dances out of the way, and we get ball 3. Clements would come in and spell Lowry in the 5th inning. He now faces 3-0. He walked the last batter. And he'll have back-to-back walks, and that will have a visit with runners at first and second. And the infield will come in and join this visit on the mound. You know, folks, if you're looking to upgrade your ride, you should go see our friends over at 5 Valley Auto Sales on South Reserve. From the moment you walk in the door, you'll be impressed with their stellar appearance. They've got the best selection of new to used cars and experienced sales staff. Stop and see our friends at 5 Valley Auto Sales to see what they have in store for you. 5 Valley Auto Sales on South Reserve across from Larchmont Golf Course. So we get back to the action here with runners at first and second and 2 outs. Clements will have the pitch against Wyatt Amende, and he'll find the plate for strike 1. Back-to-back walks after a couple of good defensive plays by the Great Falls outfield. And now the 0-1, which will advance the runners. The throw to third, but no tag. And that will advance runners to second and third with 2 outs, and we'll have an even count at 1 for Amende. Amende 0 for 3, did reach off an error and was walked his first at bat, but popped out to the second baseman his last. This one's back in the dirt for ball 2. No action in the bullpen for Great Falls. As we are in the top of the 7th, scheduled for 7 unless there's a tie. We'll go 2 1/4. After that, this one's off the hand grips, high, foul down the third base line, and we even the count out at 2. For the Chargers in the bottom of the 7th, it is the middle of their order. 4, 5, 6. Here's the pitch now, and we get a full count at 3 and 2. The payoff pitch by Clements. And a walk to load the bases. 3 walks in a row for Clements. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. McMinn would have the ground out to short. Snyder, a fly ball to left field, and then a walk to Geiselman, Simcox, and Amende. Brings up Samuel Schmidt for the first time today. He is the pitcher. And Schmidt's going to bounce this one past the shortstop. Runners will come around from third and second to score, and the Bucks will move as the throw is made to third, and that will be the out, but the runs will be earned for the Bucks, and they take a 8-6 lead with 1 left behind. Bottom of the 7th, right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop into 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network, as we do have a change on the field for Bozeman. Or no, it is for Great Falls. In the order here. And we'll take a look on the change. It is Samuel Schmidt on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. And he'll face Andrew Paradise to start the inning. And we'll get that change here in a moment. Here's the pitch, and it'll be low for Samuel for ball 1. Andrew Paradise, 1 for 3, a triple his last at-bat that earned 2 runs. This one will be bounced out. Shortstop will get it on the run. The throw to first is on target, and that is 1 away. Brings up Travis Stouter now with 1 away. Bozeman earning 2 runs in the top of the 7th to take the lead, 8-6. Chargers with 3 runs in the first and 3 runs in the fourth. The Bucks, 1 run in the second, 3 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and 2 in the 7th, as Schmidt will deliver over the plate for strike 1. And a foul into the 4th row down the first base line. We'll get a strike 2. So we're an hour away from our 3rd game between Coeur d'Alene and Butte, as Schmidt will drop in ball 1 to go 1 and 2. The Butte team is here. As we get the pitch from Schmidt. And it will be ball 2 to even the count out. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Bucks looking to see if they can hold off. They would be in the same situation last night, as the Mavericks would earn 2 runs to send it into, or the Mavericks would tie the game in the 7th, I should say, to send it into bonus baseball. And the Bucks trying to avoid that once again. Here's the 3-2, and it's going to be foul down the 3rd base line. So we'll stay at a full count. Had a little bit of rain. It was for like 30 seconds, but it was enough to clear the seats out. Here's the pitch, and another shot, and this one's going to land up on the picnic area down the first base line. The Missoula Osprey, this is the home of the Missoula Osprey, the only ballpark in any professional sport that has its mascot living right in the park. This one's golfed into the gap into right field. Right fielder will secure it in the glove, and that's 2 away. Brings us to Logan Houston with 2 outs and nobody on. Great Falls looking to go to work here. Down 2 runs. Their game in the hands of the bat of Houston. Here's Schmidt with the pitch, and he'll go over the plate outside for strike one, as Welsh will raise that fist very quickly. Here's the pitch. And strike two. Houston, 1 for 3, singled his first at bat. He's got an RBI. And this one will be fouled off to keep him alive at 0-2. Here's the pitch. And a swing, and the game will be decided by a strikeout. So Bozeman picks up their second win of the tournament, 8-6 over the Great Falls Chargers. 8 runs off 8 hits, no errors, 5 left on. The Chargers would have 6 runs off of 9 hits, 2 errors, and leave 6 behind. So the Chargers go to 1-2. The Bucks go to 2-1. We will have the third game coming up here at 3:30. We'll step aside and talk to you at 3:30.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.
Whee!